Jalen Carter should not be moving like that.
Yeah.
Someone 300 pounds is just chasing you down. You can just hear him behind you.
That's how you sound too.
That's how.
Me.
So the video leaked for Dwight Howard, and that's big. That's all you hear. I always give credit to baseball players because I think, personally, me, of course, I can hit a fastball, but for the average human being, that is probably one of the hardest things to do is hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball.
You think that's harder than taking a punch from Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Wow. No, I'll look for something for both of us.
How would you feel if I were just shirtless Magic Mike tie? Would you feel uncomfortable?
No, but that is pretty gay, so it's fitting.
Dwight Howard, dog, it's consensual.
No, just roll it, bro. Just roll it.
All right,
Welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back, everybody. Oscar's a perfect show. We got breaking news.
Breaking news, Oscar is fucking gay as fuck.
That's consensual.
That's not breaking news.
It's consensual.
What the fuck?
If Dwight Howard can do it.
It's called coitus, and it's consensual.
It's consensual. Bro, I did not expect to open up Twitter last night and see Dwight Howard trending.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it like, what the fuck is bro into?
You see Dwight Howard? You see Dwight Howard trending? My brother. We got another one.
Well, I was reading the case and I was like,
you're looking for a video? You fucking fat.
I was like, there's no leaks, you liars. No, that was just don't look at my browser history.
Yeah,
that shit is.
You gotta go incognito.
Yeah, I've been on private mode since Dwight Howard. I was like, I can't get caught up now.
Oh shit!
It's just jokes, guys. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Maybe if I was like 6'10".
Do you want to get into the breaking news though?
Yes, sir. Breaking news: UFC 295. John Jones is out due to a pectoral injury.
Yeah,
he's out for 8 months and will be back in a year to fight. Apparently Stipe again. And they're having an interim belt for Pavlovich versus Aspinall. And usually the interim belt winner will fight for the belt. But according to Dana, they're still planning to do John Jones and Stipe.
For the title.
For the title.
That doesn't...
A man who has not fought in over 2 years, or almost 3, is fighting for the belt, declines to fight for the interim belt, and is still going to fight for the belt despite who wins the interim. It doesn't make sense. It either should be a vacant fight or just a regular heavyweight contender fight. Doesn't make sense.
I don't necessarily understand this situation because I'm not the biggest Stipe fan in general. Like, I'm not a casual UFC fan, but that's who buys the most pay-per-views, the casual. No, I'm saying the casual fans. Whoever sells the fight, the casual fans will gravitate towards it. That's why Sean has the most fucking fans right now, because they know him for having pink hair and fucking playing games and doing shit outside of the UFC because he's easily marketable. But as far as the casual fans, they don't know who the fuck Stipe is. He hasn't been in the UFC in the last fucking 2.5 years.
3 years.
So,
but he is one of the greatest.
No, he is one of the GOATs. But it's like, I mean,
to be off for so long to automatically get a title shot over Aspinall, who's great, Pavlovich, Ciryl Gane is still the number 1 contender, but he lost to John Jones, which is why he's not fighting for the belt. And I was surprised even Gane wasn't fighting for the interim.
He's just had too much opportunity, in my opinion. He got the interim belt with Francis.
Well, two belt fights, 2 championship fights.
That's what I'm saying.
He's 0-2.
But he did get the interim belt. He got the interim belt. Who did he fight because he was the interim champ.
He was, and then he fought France.
That's what I'm saying. He's had his opportunity. I don't know. Was it like Derek? No, he didn't fight Derek Lewis.
No. It was before. Oh fuck, I can't remember.
I don't exactly. So he got the interim belt. He lost to Francis, and then he beats Ty, and then he fights John Jones and loses
easily,
very
quickly.
And I just don't understand, like what Stipe's done in the UFC's favor in recent years to fucking get him this opportunity and say, "Yep, this is gonna happen in a year." He's done worse things to UFC fighters as far as like we were talking about Francis. He had to relinquish his belt very quickly. Automatically because he was injured. He had a knee injury. He couldn't fight when Dana wanted him to fight. And then he takes that shit right back, and then you go through that whole shit from there.
Now he's not in the UFC? Which to me, it shows like a lot of favoritism towards fighters. It's not very fair. If anything, the winner of Aspinall and Pavlovich should automatically fight John Jones.
It's gonna happen, bro. I just don't see it's gonna get so much pushback. Like nobody gives a fuck about this fight anymore. Nobody gives a fuck about Stipe and John Jones anymore. Like Stipe is a GOAT for sure.
He's only getting older.
He's old, bro.
He's 41, 42.
He's old. He might be 41 right now.
Fuck. And to fight him against the GOAT for the belt, that's gonna be a rough night for that man. Obviously, I'm so excited to watch Yuri versus Pereira. I still think that's going to be a firework. It's just, damn, dude, 2 UFC cars in a row, fucking injuries. It doesn't look good. Replaces. I'm hoping, now they're talking about Colby Covington might be injured and Bilal Muhammad might have to replace. Which I'm okay with that.
But that's deserving.
Correct.
Yeah.
But just, damn, dude, fucking main events back-to-back. There's injuries and replacements and short notices. I don't know. It's a crazy way to end the year.
It's not a good look either, though, because now from what we've seen of short notice fights, even Izzy, that was a short notice fight. Mm-hmm. It's such in favor for, the
person who's been the fool.
Exactly. And Pavlovich was already the backup, so he's been training in shape, in fight camp, leading up to this fight.
Now, if Aspinall loses, he gets set back more, and it just doesn't.
I think Aspinall does lose, bro.
And it's just a setup. I understand it's to save the card, which I still think, I'm hoping it'll be a banger of a fight because both fighters are very skilled.
But even the fucking light heavyweight fight is for a vacant belt, And
then you still got to wait for Jamal Hill to be back. Now, if Jamal Hill gets back, I'm assuming he would automatically get a title shot since he had to relinquish it.
I don't know. Who's the up-and-comer in light heavyweight?
Fuck, what's his name? He just fought Aleskarov, I think he's a light heavyweight.
Oh, with Flying Knee dude?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Ankalaev, I mean, fucking no contest. So, but Aleskarov, I mean, I think he will be a problem. I don't know if I want to say he's 205. I'm not sure. I don't think he's 185.
I'm talking about Colby Covington real quick. Touch up on this.
Was it been 2 years since we saw him?
It's been a fucking long time. What do you think? Let's just say Colby doesn't pull out and he fights Usman or
Leon.
I got ahead of myself. Leon and wins. Does Usman get that title shot?
Ooh. That's a tough one.
That's an interesting. He's beat him twice. Usman beat him twice, and Usman just looked good, in my opinion. I've been hearing it's out there now. Yeah. Usman did look pretty good. Like,
I don't know.
Bisping said he thought Usman won that fight.
A lot of people were talking about arguably won the fight, but obviously just Hazmat was more takedowns, more control time. I don't think Usman did enough damage wise.
I agree. I'm not gonna say go.
But he looked great, dude. His cardio for having no knees and just him as a fighter is absolutely insane.
Even Chael, bro.
He could have fought 2 more for sure. He could have gone 5.
I think that should have been a 5 because I don't know, man.
I think fights that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But I think fights that if the winner of that fight goes and wins for the belt, I think those fights should be 5-round fights.
It's just, I get it. Yeah, I could agree with that.
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember, but no. Even Chael was saying like he didn't allude to him saying he won, that Usman won that fight.
But closer than.
But I just hate seeing like Usman so down after that fight because I get it, bro. He just fucking put his life on the line. 11, 12 days notice himself and was in not a war, but he was in a tough match. Chael was saying he just went through the toughest round he's ever been through in his whole entire career, aside from the loss, didn't he get knocked out early in his career?
I think earlier in the career.
Yeah, like one of his first few fights. Aside from that, he just went through a 10-8 round. He's never had a 10-8 round. Came back to his corner, composed himself, came back, won that fucking next round in round 2. And then in round 3, he looked good too. It could be said that if Chimaev didn't get that takedown in the last minute and a half,
it could have been a lot closer.
It could have been either way.
Because we never seen Kamaru get taken down and get held down there. We're used to seeing Kamaru doing that to many opponents.
Yeah.
What he did to Leon before he got knocked out. And I don't know if Kobe does win. It's hard. It's not hard to see Kobe win this fight. I think Kobe has displayed, like, the second fight he fought Kamaru was very close. Mm-hmm. The first fight was close up until he got got TKO'd.
He got TKO'd? Mm-hmm. Oh, he was like, yeah.
That's when he broke his jaw in the first round. Mm-hmm. Or in the first fight. And the second fight was arguably close.
It could have gone either way. Could have gone either way.
But he still got hurt. He still got dropped multiple times. But Kobe's cardio is insane as well. But I think Leon just more of a polished striker. I want to say Kamaru was a better wrestler. I still think Kobe's a great wrestler. I just think it depends on if Leon can defend, how much he can keep it up on the feet, be in his reach for striking, not engage in grappling too much. I think all depends on that, which Leon's defended his belt once against a welterweight GOAT.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good fight. That's if Kobe shows up, though. But if he doesn't show up, bro, he doesn't deserve the next title shot.
History's not on Leon's side. You know the stats on fucking champions over 36.
They lose.
Bad. And that's when...
It's crazy to think Leon's that old, though.
He's old.
Damn. Is he younger than Kamaru? No, Kamaru's 35, 36, no?
I think they're the same age. I think they are. But, yeah, I mean, how old is Kobe?
He's younger.
He's young?
I know he's in his 30s, but I think he's younger.
Leon Edwards.
For sure. I just don't see Kobe. Obviously, if we're going off of history, obviously then Kobe wins. Maybe he'll fight Bilal right after.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. Leon's young. I thought he was old.
How old is he?
32.
Oh, shit.
He's young.
He gonna win.
I don't know why I thought he was old. But anyway, so I could take that back. I don't know. I could see. I just don't know how Kobe's gonna look after taking this fucking long
I assume
break off.
He's in great shape since he's been. I'm assuming he's been doing nothing but training, but no fights, no. It's tough to see him. If he has to back out and Bilal fights, I don't see Kobe going for another title shot. He has to fight a contender.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm rooting for Kobe because I want Usman to fight for the title again because he's not going to fight for the title. You could be in a situation with Usman right now to where you can only make interesting fights for him. You can only make fan fights.
Like Ian Gary versus Kamaru.
Which
I'm excited to see who you would call out. He called out Wonder Boy. He's fighting Vicente Luque. Mm-hmm. And unless he fights Shavkat, I don't think anybody wants to fight Shavkat right now.
You're going to throw him 2 dogs back to back as UFC?
I don't think that's smart.
You got to do him a favor right now. He just did you a favor, and I know the UFC is like, does that for people. Like, hey, you helped us out, we're going to help you out. Now, having, some time to think about it now, what do you think is best for Volk right now?
He said he's still at training. He still plans to fight Ilya. Which, that's a crazy turnaround. It's October. I'm assuming he's barely started camp. November, December, January. That's a tough turnaround, bro, to get knocked out like that and then go back. Like, all right, I'm going to go fight another dog.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Shout out to him, bro. That dude's a fucking beast. I'm going to miss when Volk is done.
You think he does fight?
According to him, he's going to fight. So I guess we expect him January because he's talked about he's sad and depressed when he's not fighting. So I'd assume he is.
But do you think the UFC puts him to work just like that? You think so? I don't
think so.
I don't think so. I think that's big red flags for the UFC seeing that, like him talk like that. And if you fucking care about him as your champion, be like, hey man, we're not gonna relinquish your belt. Well, they'll fight for interim, and then give you some time. It's be Max versus Ilya, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
What happens if Max wins though? Does he fight Volk for the 4th time?
Who wouldn't want to see that though? Like I would want to see it just because I love, bro. You got 2 goats going at it. I love Max and I love Volk, and everybody loves Max. Everybody loves Volk.
I really wonder what would happen if Max wins that fight and they would have just went like back and forth.
But they'd given us fucking Moreno and
Biggie 4 times.
4 times. What's wrong? Like, and those were more boring. The last 2, at least. No, the last one was bad, right? Wasn't the last?
Well, the last one ended because there was an injury because of he had his eye was swollen shut.
Yeah, the last one was a bad one. The one before that, didn't he knock him out or choke him? I think
it was a decision win for Figueiredo, but he kept on dropping him. Moreno came in cocky and shit. The second one, Moreno choked him out. First one was a tie.
So, there you go.
It's been continually back and forth, but considering Volk and Max is 3-0 for Volk's favor, arguably 1-2.
I don't know. That is, I get it though. Like, why would you want to do that for a 4th time if Max does win?
Obviously, Max does want it. Max always wants to fight dog. Which Max has talked about. He's like, well, am I not gonna fight for the belt? Y'all just gonna keep on feeding me contenders? Like he's talking about. He's like, well, just give me interesting fights then if you guys don't want me to beat all your contenders.
Yeah,
because if he doesn't beat Arnold Allen, Calvin Kattar, and all these guys, maybe these guys could be. Dudes up. It just shows how fucking levels these guys are.
And he's still young as fuck too,
which is insane. I think he's just been fighting and he fights so much.
Well, he's fought so much. Who did he fight last? He fought
TKZ.
No. Oh, the Korean Zombie. He did fight recently. Damn, that was a couple months ago. Fuck.
He's just mainly on fight nights though. He's really not really on pay-per-views.
I don't know.
That's why I think there's just fights.
Okay, so coming back to this card in.
So if question,
go ahead.
If they do set up Volk versus Ilya, how do you view the UFC afterwards?
I mean, I don't view them any differently. I mean, they're a business at the end of the day. I see that they don't want to be in that position to have a Max Volk Part 4. I understand that. But also, like I said before, I think it's going to be a fucking banger with Volk and Ilya. And if you do throw Volk in there in 2 months, 2.5 months, if you throw Volk in there in 2.5 months, what if he's never the same after? What if he gets knocked out again? For real. That's possible, especially with Ilya.
Ilya is hard.
What if Volk gets knocked out again? You ruin your GOAT because he got knocked out in fucking October, and then he gets knocked out in January.
And just a quick turn. There's no time to fucking like...
To
gather yourself, bro. There's no time. Like when Izzy got knocked out, and it wasn't as bad.
No, that was not as bad.
Had some months to fucking recoup, and he said he went to his prime self. He had time to just like fucking be in his thoughts. And Volk is just like, all right, well, fucking Monday, let's back to training. And he's like, oh, I gotta get ready for somebody else. There's just like no fucking time to recoup, regather everything. It's just that dude's a fucking savage, but I think he does need to take some time off. And
yeah. And somebody said that.
Battle his demons for sure.
I think Luke Thomas was even saying that. He's like, don't do it. He's like, I'm sure Volk's going to see this. Like, please just don't do this to your body and to your brain because you are going to go into a fucking a war with Ilya. It's not. Ilya's not a Yair to where you're going to wear everything he's throwing on you. You're not. That's not what Ilya was. Because Ilya was kind of a quickish turnaround too, right? 4 or 5 months after.
I think when he beat Bryce Mitchell is kind of when like it turned around for him.
No, I'm saying from Islam to Yair.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Is it Ilya to Yair?
It was quick.
Right?
Within the same year.
I know, like 4 or 5 months, right?
And on top of it being a short notice fight.
Because wasn't it in July or June?
June or July.
And he fought in February. So think about March, April, May, June. That's 4 months.
God damn.
So that's all. And then
it's 3 times this year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh. Like he's going to fight. He's going to do the same thing fucking Izzy did 4 times in 12, 13 months. What?
I'd assume Izzy's maybe like talking to him like, hey, bro, like. I'd hope so. But that's a crazy.
I don't know.
I'm interested to see how these next two main cards play out. I really do hope they're bangers, despite the injuries and possible injuries with the Colby one.
Yeah.
I hope they're bangers, bro. At the end of the day, I just hope they're great cards.
Do we know this whole November card? I know it's pretty good.
It's pretty solid. I think December's is pretty solid as well. And I'm hoping Pantoja plays out as a great champion.
It's $295, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping Pantoja plays out because that flyweight division never really brings eyes. It doesn't really sell. I think that's why you hardly see them like headline.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think you have some interesting fighters there, some bangers there. So I really hope Pantoja's good.
Oh, no, this card's not the best, bro.
Nah?
Nah. So you got Matt Frivola, the Steamroller, and then Benoit St. Denis, and then you got Andrade and Mackenzie Dern. It's okay.
Too bad.
Diego Lopez, that dude's solid.
That dude's pretty good.
The fucking whack haircut.
He was within Alexa Grasso's corner, right? Mm-hmm. That dude's solid. He's cold.
And then Pat Sabatini.
What the fuck is happening with Paddy Pimblett? Is he not fighting anymore?
He's fighting a fucking star. Tony Ferguson.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
God.
What? I completely forgot about that.
But if you ever think the UFC is like fucking like not rigged, but like
mean?
No, not mean, but it's they want this guy to be a star so fucking bad. They're throwing him Tony Ferguson, a guy
0-6. 0-6?
Yes.
God damn.
Like if that's
it wasn't even that long ago where Tony was great. Like he was supposed to fight Khabib.
Nah, that was a long time ago, bro.
But
it was like 5 years ago.
I could remember it though. Like you know what I mean? I remember like the Tony hype and shit.
I don't know.
Damn, bro.
5 years is a long
is
time,
fucking
bro.
Crazy.
That's how quickly a fucking career can turn.
Damn, that's what could happen to fucking
Izzy and Volk, bro.
Izzy, Volkan probably could happen in Kamaru. So Kamaru's 0-3.
Jeez.
God damn.
That's sad, right? That's
what my.
Like looking at that's so sad. Like
when you think about it like that, it hits you. We're like, damn.
That's why when I seen Kamaru so down, I'm like, fuck, dude, this dude. What if he like we never see him again? Because like he's like, man, if I can't fight for the belt and I can't win anymore, I'm done. Like I'm done.
Same thing probably for Volk, but maybe Volk is just like battling so much. He's like, fuck it, win or lose.
I don't know.
Damn, Paddy Pimblett versus him, huh? That's December, huh?
Yeah.
But the November cards there, maybe.
Right? And then you got Sergey, and then you got
Yuri headlining.
Sergey and Tom Aspinall, and Yuri and Alex.
Hopefully, Diego Lopez can carry the beginning of the main card, and
he's a jiu-jitsu guy, huh? That dude is nuts. He's fun as fuck to watch for sure.
Definitely needs a fade or something, but
he needs to fucking cut that mop off, bro.
Hey, you know what was a fight, bro, that I completely forgot that was about to happen until I saw it today? Khabib versus Max Holloway.
What?
Yeah, they had a press conference and everything.
I don't remember that.
I think that's why Max fought Dustin, because it was for the interim belt.
I just don't really remember that.
That's like a weird thing, huh? I saw it today and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Max been a dog for a long, long time.
I was like, why is that? Like, why do I remember this?
Khabib would have smashed the fuck out of that little guy, bro.
He probably would have ragged him on the ground. Because he was talking about, like, Max is gonna. Max, the only way he could win is knock me out. And I was like, you ain't fucking lying. Like, he ain't lying. God damn.
I don't know, man.
Quick shout out to the D-backs for going to the World Series. For completely forgot about.
Yeah.
My first baseball game watching. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can check out the head on.
I know.
I had to turn mine around because it's the Blue Jays. Not even wearing the team. But it was a good game. My first baseball game watching. I'm probably the most casual fan. I'm probably worse than a casual fan. My friend was like, name 3 baseball players on the D-backs. I was like, Chris Young.
Like, I don't know baseball like that either, bro. But I've been watching. I always watch during playoffs. Because that's the most entertaining time. It's when it actually means something because they play fucking so much throughout the year.
Is it normal for baseball teams? Help me out because I never know. To change that many fucking pitchers at a time?
Yeah, they have a lot of well, you got to think, bro. Pitchers throw.
I thought in the regular season, don't pitchers like pitch the whole game? Or do they constantly switch them out?
No, I'm almost certain they're, again, I don't know baseball like that. But you have to have, you can't have a guy throw 100 balls at 80 to 95 miles an hour.
Up your
shit. And then they need a rest because they play the next day probably, then the next day, and then they have a day off, and then they play 4 days in a row, and then so it's like
Cause I was like, God,
you need a bunch of pitchers on your fucking
D-backs
roster.
were like, all right, here's the closer. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the other guy was doing good. I was like,
oh, he was, yeah.
Ginkgo, I think his name was. Then he's like, all right, he's out and putting a closer. I was like, why is it? It's like 8 pitchers in the game, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy because I think the D-backs were on like a fucking 9-game losing streak going into the playoffs, into the wild card.
Damn.
And
they
then,
beat the Brewers.
And then they swept the Brewers. They swept the Dodgers.
And then took it to Game 7 with the Phillies, who were
playing.
I know they played on the World Series
the year
last
before.
year against the Astros, I want to say. Damn, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want. I saw, bro, the comments. See, this how the internet makes no fucking sense. People were bitching, talking about, oh, I don't want to see Phillies and Astros again. Or I don't want to see the Phillies again or the Astros again. Like, I want it to be a different team. This is the D-backs versus the Rangers. I ain't watching this shit. Like, no one's going to watch. I was like, bro, pick like, which one do you want?
Yeah,
like,
no,
it
it's
sense.
a good storyline because both of them 2 years ago lost 100 games in the in a season, which is fucking rare to have that turnaround like that. And I remember because I went to a game, 2 games this year. I think 2. Yeah, I went to 2 games this year with my girl. And one of them was the Dodgers, and the Dodgers were kind of rolling. And the D-backs were in the game. They ended up losing, but it was a good fucking game. And I was like, this team isn't bad. I'm looking at the D-backs, and everybody's like...
They started off hot in the regular season. I remember my friends talking about it. They started off hot.
And, they just fucking kind of shit the bed towards the end of the season. But fuck, bro. I feel like, just like sports, any sports in general, it's a momentum game, especially with baseball. I feel like since they play so much, it's a momentum game. And right now they have all the fucking momentum, all the hype on their side. They have nothing to lose, bro. They weren't supposed to be here, you know?
What do they call it? Control the chaos or embrace the chaos? Or what the fuck did they say?
I don't know. That's fucking gay, though.
Some shit like that. That's damn.
Just like the Suns, the Valley, rally the Valley. That's fucking gay.
Shout out the Suns for beating the Warriors, the opener. Daddy Book dropping 32. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That team looks solid. You know who I fucking was screaming at, though?
Who?
Fucking Grayson Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking dog shit. Oh,
we can get into basketball.
Gosh, brother. Let me tell you about this fucking dude.
Wait, really quickly. What did you expect?
I expected at least make a fucking shot is what I expected. And Eric Gordon was pissing me off too, bro. Like, this man was taking to the paint. I'm like, while KD and Booker were on the floor, he was the one trying to drive. Which
Eric Gordon.
What I respect. You know, I was like, all right, we need somebody else to create shots. But I was like, this dude was fucking bricking lays, shooting deep ass threes, and
but that's Eric Gordon though.
Yeah,
he's been like that. He's been a bucket his whole career. But
I don't know why I was expecting like the same Eric Gordon from back then.
He's older too.
To be draining threes. He made a couple, but the player that really impressed me was Watanabe.
Oh, okay.
Yuta Watanabe.
Okay.
From the Nets. He cold, bro. He's solid. Little lefty. He's good. Hustle. Drew Eubanks, bro. I just like this team because there's more hustle. There's more offensive rebounds, which they slacked last year in the playoffs. Nurkic was getting boards, playing good defense. Drew Eubanks was playing good defense, good offensive boards. Josh Okogie looks like the most improved player going into the season so far.
Okay.
Bro, why you looking at me like that? See, this dude's such a fucking Phoenix hater. It's crazy.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Bradley Beal didn't play. KD had an off game. That dude obviously had a shitty game. He was like fucking something less than 10 buckets over for like 22 or something. It was fucking terrible. But Nurkic was 14 for 14.
Which
or
is
14
good.
points, 14 rebounds. Solid. They lacked defense around him, but they were great offensive rebounding. They just saw like more hustle. Like when I saw them play against the Nuggets, they were getting out rebounded bad. So it looks like this team is more younger, more like just hungry to get the ball, like added more possessions basically, which ended up helping them win the game.
And the Nuggets picked up right where they fucking left off. They still look fucking good,
They
bro.
still look good. Let me tell you about Jokic. Jokic is like, fuck, I gotta come back.
Yeah.
And this dude, people were talking about like he puts in just as much work as anybody else. Like he works harder. And they're like, where are you gonna put your NBA Finals MVP trophy? He's like, where my other achievements are. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
It's not a good look for him being the best player in the NBA. But he is.
Bro, it's crazy. He's number one and he doesn't give a fuck. It's insane. I'm sure he does, but like,
no, he just
casually running and fucking doing the little.
Yeah, and it's frustrating fucking watching him play because he's so good, and it's like it looks effortless. It looks like he's not doing anything. He doesn't look like a physically dominant player, but he is. He runs the whole Whole fucking court. And Anthony Davis, bro.
See, the first half, he got me in the first half because they was going back and forth. And the second half, brother goes 0 for 6.
But 6 shots in the second half, bro. That's it.
A little bit.
That's it. And then
he started off the first half good, 17 points. I was like, oh, this is a good battle. It's back and forth. And then
I have trouble because I'm even before he was on the Lakers, I'm a Laker fan. Even before he was on the Lakers, when he was with the Pelicans, I'm like, dude, this dude is an MVP. He has MVP written all over him. He could fucking shoot. He could defend. He could block. He could fucking dribble. He could do anything. You don't see these players often at all. At all.
Especially at their positions. Like, Jokic is a rare breed for a center and power forward. Like, those big dudes to move like that and to play all around the court, you don't really see it. I just don't know where to turn around for Davis to be more inconsistent. He's made of glass, which is very
that's not true.
Rare to see.
That's not true. KD's missed more games in the past 5 years than he has.
KD's made of glass too.
But that's the talk. It's like
it's always talked about AD, but you could talk the same about Kawhi and PG.
Well,
they missed so many games. Now they had to change the load management rule because of them.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Which is good though, because we fucking pay for their salaries, bro.
They make so much money. Chuck, I mean, you see the older players, they're upset because obviously I think they're getting more money than they were. But Chuck was like, bro, if you can play, you better fucking get up and play. Like, you're making $50 million a year. If you can play, play.
I do think that's like a slap in the face almost, to the fans. Especially like for ownership too. Yes, you guys play. That's what he says. Being hurt and being injured is different. Everybody's hurt throughout the season. The money in NFL and NBA is completely different, right? But the money in NFL is not guaranteed, bro. So these guys need to play because they have to get paid.
Bro, when you look at the NFL games and you look at the injury list, all you will see is like, did not practice today, limited practice, like ribs, hamstring, this and that. They'll still play.
Yep.
Unless it fucking says broken this, torn this, then they're out.
Yeah. Unless
it's a bad hamstring, just because we covered how bad or how weird hamstring recoveries are.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm like halfway through the David Goggins book, and he was talking about like he was talking about him and Kobe, RIP him, but he was talking about like Kobe had injuries and he was still playing. He was like, the difference is I was running on broken legs, making $2,200 a month. He's making millions, like. There's a difference.
And he's like, guys talking about plantar fasciitis.
And it changed my mentality. I was like,
they're fucking divas, bro. They're all divas. Point, bro. They are all divas. We fucking pay them. There's a New York Giant lineman that was talking shit about the fans when the Giants still suck, but they've been winning some games recently. And it was when they're like 0-3, I think. Or no, 1-3 or something.
The fucking left tackle, dude.
Yeah, did you see that? And this radio host in New York was like, "We pay your fucking salary, and you're gonna disrespect us." But it's true though. Like, we pay their fucking salaries, bro. And as fans, because if we weren't there, there would be no league. There would be no league if we weren't buying tickets. If we weren't fucking buying these packages on the NBA.
Jerseys,
there would be no league. So understanding that, respect us. And I'm not saying fucking, listen to everything we're saying. But you should be out there and you should be playing, especially if you're fucking heavily incentivized to do so. And if you care anything about, it's like, I guess it's like, what I could kind of relate this to is like music, right? We're huge fans of these artists. We listen to their music all the fucking time. And that's why you got to respect the guys that are always out there fucking playing their hearts out, fucking going above and beyond, like the Drakes. Even if you don't like the project, even if they're not dropping fucking 28, 29, 50 a game, bro, they're out there. Like D-Book don't ever miss games. You got to respect that, bro. He don't ever miss, ever. He's always out there.
That's why I fuck with Anthony Edwards. He's talked about it a lot. He's like, if I can play, I'm going to play because let's say that one fan has spent so-and-so amount of dollars to watch me play, and I can play and I don't. He's like, that's just like a slap in the face. So he's like, I'm going to do what I can to play. And he's young, bro. It's crazy to be that young and have that mindset.
Yeah. I think there's something to it too that it's big market teams that are doing this shit. Like well, big market. I'm saying L.A. The Clippers. They're not. By the way, the Clippers are. Man, I was in L.A. 2 years ago, and it was when it was Kawhi and Paul George, peak Kawhi and Paul George. Bro, tickets were $6. Nobody goes to Clippers games. Damn. Nobody goes to Clippers games.
That was what at the time they were sharing the arena, right, with the Lakers, and I think they just got their own. What's it called now? It's not state. It's not.
What do you
Staples
think?
Center.
Yeah, they were trying to buy out the old Lakers stadium. I don't know if they did it, but what do you think about them trying to get James Harden? Did you hear Harden's like, I only want to go to the Clippers? What kind of bullshit is that, bro?
Bro, James Harden is like, ever since he left Rockets, it's like, right when it doesn't work out, he's like, all right, let's cut it out.
Yeah.
But I guess I heard the Phillies, or not the Phillies, the fucking Sixers talk about they're not going to trade him. They're going to keep him. I think Tobias Harris talking about like, I seen James Harden practice, like the way he's been playing, he's going to stay here.
Well, I seen something in there that I seen it on TikTok. These guys were talking about his contract, and when he signed that contract over there, it was in the contract it says if you don't show up during the summer, if you don't show up before the training camp ends, you can't be traded to another team, and we have your rights for basketball, so you can't. Only way out of this is you retire and you don't play basketball again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So he showed up. He showed up the last 5 days of training camp, was there for 5 days, and that's how it went. But because he had no choice. He had no choice. He wasn't going to get traded.
I think he knew. He's like, I don't want to fucking stay here.
But why? You're going to go to a situation in LA where it hasn't been working. The experiment is over with the Clippers, bro.
They've had so many opportunities and just constant injuries. Injuries suck.
But that's karma, bro.
To have two great two-way players.
No, they've had a great team forever. Since Kawhi's been there, they've had a great team all around.
I remember when Reggie Jackson was there. He's on the Nuggets now, but Reggie Jackson, when Kawhi was hurt, and it was him and Paul George against like the Suns.
Jackson was going off. They were a 50-win team. They were a 50-win team without Kawhi, without PG, with one of them in, one of them out. They were a 50-win team every year. Every year, bro.
Great both ways.
Because it was great coaching with Ty Lue, great role players, great system. Their defense was great. They have fucking Zubac, who's a annoyingly fucking good big. They would just get you fucking 15 and 12 every game, 10 and 10 at least. Fucking Terrence Mann, who's annoying too, but is a baller.
Young and up and coming. I think they have Bones Maxey, who's also a young player.
They just had talent up and down. They drafted so well. They did it right. And what they didn't do right is try to make this whack-ass super team with a guy who can't stay healthy to save his fucking life. But when he is healthy, is one of the most also annoying players in the fucking league because
he's one of the best two-way players.
He's so efficient. He could drop 30 and you don't even notice it. And
two great two-way players. Paul George was when he was with OKC. He had his stint over there. Was like top 3 in MVP, and I think top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year. Then Kawhi is around the same.
My point in
players like that is just
my point in saying this is like it's not going to work out. They're not going to win a ring. They're not going to. So I don't understand why James Harden wants to be there so bad. When you are going to be top 3 in the East. You're not going to be top 3 in the West once you go. Maybe not. I just don't see it working like that. You're going to be top 3 in the East. You're going to be in the playoffs, and you're going to be fighting for the conference championship. Hands down. Your team is good. The Phillies are Phillies. the Sixers are good. Like, you have a good coach, a good enough coach to get you there. He's been there before. You know what I'm saying? So
basically the same team. So it's like you're already established.
I bet you the fucking Sixers are just kicking their ass, bro. Like, they had Jimmy Butler on their fucking team, and they chose Tobias Harris over him, bro. They supermaxed Tobias Harris. They're paying Tobias Harris, I think, these next 2 years, like $40 million, bro.
They did give him a fat-ass contract. I think of the East, when it's like the top 3 teams are the Bucks and the Celtics, those are some tough teams to beat. I don't know if James Harden wants to go through that. Like,
but bro, you would look what you got in the West. Like
Nuggets,
it's
Warriors,
just
Lakers.
to me in the West, it's more scrappy. Like they're the teams that you don't want to play in the playoffs. Like you don't want to play Phoenix, you don't want to play Golden State, you don't want to play the Nuggets. Like the Lakers are gonna be scrappy. They have a fucking tough team. Memphis is gonna be in the mix. Fucking, give me another team. Give me another team who's upcoming. Like OKC is gonna be annoying up and coming team.
Honestly, OKC I think has potential to be top 5 this year.
Maybe we'll see.
I don't know because they're so young. But if Chet can be like,
bro, if he could be a 20-point scorer, they'll be solid. If he could be a 20-point scorer, 10 rebounds.
SGA was what, 32, 33?
Oh, he's a bucket, bro. And he was drafted to the Clippers, and he was a baller on the Clippers.
Clippers all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Giddey, the most fundamental player in the league.
All right, so we're talking about who right now would you say? Give me your top 5 teams in the West.
Nugs, Phoenix, Warriors. I hate to say the Lakers, but just because the Lakers' depth is pretty crazy. Surprised Rui didn't get enough minutes last night.
Maybe he was hurt.
Yeah,
maybe
but
like
I think he's a good ass player.
Yeah.
I can't believe the fucking Washington gave him up. But on the 5th, let me see. I gotta go either Sacramento or Memphis. I want to say Sacramento.
Okay.
Just because they were there, and they went to 7 with the Warriors. So I want to say it's the Kings.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go the Jazz, the Trailblazers. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, maybe the Pelicans if they're healthy.
No. Got to see it first.
Maybe.
Oof, the Mavs, bro. The Mavs might be nice this year.
Maybe.
You don't think they could be a 5th seed this year? I could see it.
Tough to see. It just depends how.
Bro, they were that the year before.
Yeah, but this year they missed the whole playoffs completely.
Well, it was like I would consider the Mavs a rebuild year last year. Because they didn't have Brunson.
Well, we know how Kyrie hasn't played a full season in a minute.
Yeah.
It just depends on him. We only seen him and Luka so far a handful of times. It just depends. I still think they'll be great in the playoffs. Luka in the playoffs is always annoying to play against. But I don't know how they'll finish off the year. Because it looks like in the year they started off good, and then towards the end of the year when it came to playoffs, they kind of fell off.
Sorry, I don't know why the fuck it took me. All right, so yeah, I mean we pretty much have the
West,
the same. Like I got the Nuggets, the Suns, the Lakers, the Warriors. I guess I'll throw the Grizzlies in there.
Memphis, I want to say more because they do have Marcus Smart. They basically replaced them with a better version of Dylan Brooks, a scorer and a great defender.
All right, let's hear your East now. That's a little more difficult.
So of course we got Celtics. I think with the addition of Kristaps and Drew, is actually going to play out better. Of course, Dame and fucking Giannis, the Bucks, Sixers. I think the Heat are gonna just pick up where they left off. Somehow they just managed to fucking get wins in the playoffs. So give me them. Ooh. Give me the Knicks.
Okay.
Give me the Knicks. Jalen Brunson just been.
I got your same 3: the Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, and then I will go Heat and Cavs. I'll go Cavs at my because they're good, bro. They're really good. They're super young and raw.
Darius Garland's a baller. Mitchell's a baller. They're a young team. I like them.
Yeah.
Is that the team that Jared Allen's on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid center. Solid.
This is the games going. There's a lot of games on right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch that Wembanyama.
When does he play?
Against the Mavs, I think they're like at 7.
6:30.
Like late night game.
6:30. That'd be a cool game to watch. Let's go to a bar real quick. Watch it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Who's your sneaky
after
team?
A 10-mile run.
Who's your sneaky team this year on East and West?
West, I gotta go OKC, bro. They're just with Chet. I don't think the Spurs, despite Wemby having a great preseason, I don't know if Wemby alone is enough for the Spurs. Well, I think the OKC just has a younger core. They're just built. I don't want to say the Clippers, bro, because they're talked about so much. I'm not gonna give them that, but I do think OKC or the Pelicans, because both teams are young. Pelicans were leading the West at a time before everybody was hurt. Zion and BI in the East. Maybe the Pacers, bro.
Pacers in the East? I love
Tyrese Halliburton's game.
I love Halliburton, bro.
His game is so raw, man. I love it.
I'm gonna go the Mavs. I'm gonna go the Mavs in the West. I mean, bro, let me see. No, they're not fucking.
Because Luka and Kyrie, if they really play all games, they might be a dangerous ass team offensively.
No. And then I will in the East. I'll go
Tim Hardaway Jr. back.
I'll go the Cavs again. Just because they've been taking leaps forward for the past 3 years
Since LeBron left and all that.
They've been taking big leaps forward. I mean, low key in the West, I know the Jazz might be a solid team. With bro, because Colin Sexton is still a dog, bro.
He did great. He was underappreciated, I think, in Cleveland because he was like a quiet 22.
Well, it's because Darius Garland, they knew like this was our guy going forward. Yeah. So, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of another team. I'm trying to think. I don't really think there's really much like a quiet team like that.
The Knicks are going to be good
The fucking
too.
Rockets.
Fuck no, they're going to be the worst team. Dylan Brooks is going to lead. Dylan Brooks is going to lead
the league in techs.
No.
In flagrant fouls.
I'm curious to see what he's going to do this year, bro.
Oh, I just fucking hate his jump shot. Just makes my stomach sick.
I know. I was looking back at my.
He flicks his wrist after the shot's already off. You shoot it.
Remember when I balled you up?
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna go to a bathroom break really quick, and then we're gonna retouch up on NFL. All right, guys. We're back. So, Daniel asked me for a rematch off camera, on the court. I guess I'll honor it, but
I beat this guy in 1-on-1 straight ones to fucking 7, and then I beat him. He's like, I beat him in the 3-point contest, and then I beat him in mid-range because after the 3-point contest, he's like, I'm more of a mid-range shooter. I fucking smacked him worse than I smacked him in the fucking 3-point contest. I think he made 1 3, and I made 2. To be fair, I made 2, and then
at a big nut.
You did okay. Then I made 2. He made fucking 0, and then mid-range. I made 7 out of 10. This guy made like 4 out of 10.
It's because my wrist. So lately, when I've been bench pressing heavy, just my wrist, dude. Obviously, you gotta have important follow through, and I just wasn't there. So I was battling through injuries, and unfortunately, just shots weren't falling. And
I also want to let you know about like maybe 8-9 months ago, we bet I think $100 that he would beat me in a 1-on-1, and then we bet like another. 50 that I wouldn't get past 2 points. Anyways, man.
I was drunk when I made that bet.
No, he was 100% sober.
Sometimes you say things that obviously you're joking, but people take it serious. I think that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
But I'll honor his rematch anyway.
Yeah.
Going into NFL, do you have anything that you want to finish about NBA, or do you have anything in the NFL that kind of stood out to you this past weekend? Because we didn't talk about it last weekend because of UFC 294.
Yeah.
But NFL, we're almost halfway through the season.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, right now the trade deadline's coming up, so there's a lot of Derrick Henry talk, a lot of D-Hop talk, which is interesting.
Daniel Hunter, Chase Young's in there.
Yeah, I saw that. The Steelers want him bad. Mm-hmm. They want Chase Young bad. Imagine fucking TJ Watt and Chase Young on the same
fucking opposite sides. A healthy Chase Young at that. Seattle just signed Frank Clark, but he hasn't really produced much.
No, but the Patriots look decent.
Mike Gesicki with his
they beat the fucking Bills. They beat the Bills. That was a tough game. And then they play, bro, that's a tough schedule. They played the Bills, and then they're playing Miami right now this week. So
they have tough back-to-back
And Bill Belichick always shuts down Tyreek Hill. He played him earlier in the year. I think that was his worst game of the year. He had like 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. But he's been fucking balling. He's like on pace for 2,200 yards this season.
Crazy, insane. That Dolphins offense is just absolutely insane. I think Jalen Ramsey comes back this week.
They said maybe.
Maybe.
Mike McDaniels. Yeah.
Mike McDaniels.
I was thinking Josh McDaniels. Said he doesn't know. This is their first practice today, so we'll see. But
Be solid.
The Eagles look good, bro.
Against the Dolphins, a tough game. AJ Brown went off. Julio Jones with 1 catch and 3 yards.
Why'd you say that so passionately?
Because he's back, bro. He's back. He's on the team.
Yeah.
I don't, bro. I hate when people just, oh, we got Julio Jones, bro. We're gonna be so crazy. No, he's not gonna be involved that much.
No.
Seattle and goes against Cleveland, and they wear their throwback jerseys. They look sexy, bro.
Yeah.
The jerseys look good too. But I'm excited. Seattle's been balling. That defense is on arguably top 5. The rush defense is great. Offense just kind of needs to pick it up. But overall, I think I kind of expect that we're almost halfway through the season. I kind of expected some teams exceeded my expectations so far, and some kind of met them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Browns, I don't know. The Browns with Deshaun's out, PJ Walker's 2-0. They beat the Niners.
Good. Their defense that's the best defense in football right now.
So I think they play Browns, then they play
That's a tough game, bro. Those are both tough games.
And with a struggling offense versus 2 top 5 defenses, fuck. And the Ravens put on a smack against the Lions, bro.
Ravens are 5-2, bro.
Goddamn.
And Lamar had his best game of the season.
I just need them to lose like 10 in a row or something.
But also, like going back to this past weekend, the fucking 49ers are 0-2 in the past 2 weeks, bro.
Brock Purdy, I think, is on concussion protocol, and Sam Darnold's probably going to start and play.
I don't know. Yeah, they did not look good on Monday night versus the Vikings, bro. And Jordan Addison looks fucking great.
It looks like they didn't even miss. Like, of course, you miss Justin Jefferson, but Jordan Addison just played like a wide receiver 1.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of not a lot, but crucial turnovers by the Niners. But that Vikings kind of finding some wins. They're ugly wins, but they're wins nonetheless.
Yeah. What else you got takeaways from this weekend, though? Sorry to cut you
off. Falcons winning the division caught me by surprise. I didn't think for them to be positive so far. Mm-hmm. Saints have been disappointing. Derek Carr really needs to find it. He had a win. Tight end drops it. Shit happens, but still got to come out with those wins. And Giants won. Commanders are... Sam Howell's been... When he's not sacked so much and he's not turning over the ball, the Commanders' offense is pretty solid. But nonetheless, it's just kind of... haven't been really exciting games so far.
I agree.
But there are some games where I'm like, okay, I'll watch depending on the teams, if they're firework offenses. A player who's really been surprising me, though, that no one's been talking about, I feel like, is Adam Thielen.
Oh, yeah.
He's having he's almost has 1,000 yards. Mm-hmm. I think he's over 30 or 40 receptions.
No, he's balling. Over 30. I only know he's balling because, bro, he's like the number 2 wide receiver in fantasy right now.
Yeah, it's insane. With the quarterback we thought was struggling with Bryce.
He is struggling, bro. They are struggling in general.
Very. I think Brian Burns is on the talk about trade talks as well, which that would be a steal if someone can get him.
The fucking Eagles got what's his name?
Oh, for fucking safety, nothing,
the
dude.
safety.
Biard.
Kevin Bernard.
Biard. Yeah, from the Titans.
Yeah.
For fucking scraps. Bro, everybody's like, so the Eagles can get anything for nothing. Like,
well, that's how it felt. I know you know this too, how the Rams did it the year they won, bro. They were getting every free agent, bro. Not free agent. Every fucking
year deal. Fucking trade for this.
Yes.
We'll trade you for a star player for a 7th round pick,
bro. And
the Eagles are just adding fucking secondary. Darius Slay's a good corner. Bradbury's solid. And then you had a good top safety in there, bro. Justin Simmons on the fucking trade block. A lot of players from the Broncos on the trade block. A lot.
Yeah. From that, did you watch that Miami Eagles game, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Miami should have won that game.
They had a chance.
Bro, that face mask missed call.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, bro.
Terrible.
Bad. And that was a 4th and goal. Not 4th and goal. It was like 4th down, 4th and 6 or something like that.
Richard Sherman talked about it. He's like, the refs are too involved, like deciding the winner of games, either missed calls or just terrible calls. Like the refs are just...
Because I think it was like 10-10 at the time or fucking something like that. And
because it was a 1-possession game, wasn't it?
I know it was a close game until... when they turned it over right there, they scored again. I think you're right.
So momentum just
I think you're right. It was
over.
a 1%. It might have been 13-10 or something like that. They missed that call on a 4th down.
And the momentum just swings
and
right
then they
over.
scored, and it was a 10-point game going into half or some shit like that. And then they got the ball after, and it was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap.
Eagles are a team. I thought the Niners were the best team in the league, but
I've been saying nobody's talking about the fucking Eagles, bro.
0-2. That's what you talked about. You want to be where the Eagles are. No one's really hyping you. And they're a fucking great team. That defensive line, bro. Jalen Carter, I don't think he's talked about enough. Mm-hmm. That dude's balling.
They got some fucking tubbies up there, bro. Some fucking fat asses, bro.
But they fucking move. Bro, Jalen Carter should not be moving like that.
Yeah.
Someone 300 pounds is just chasing you down. You can just hear him behind you.
That's how you sound too.
That's how. Me. So the video leaked for Dwight Howard, and that's big. That's all you hear. No, I just playing. It was consensual.
Yeah, I know you watched that.
I was like, what the heck? I didn't hear it right. Let me play it back. No, there's no leak.
Under the covers, hold on.
So as an undercover jerker, you gotta find a comfortable spot.
You gotta have it properly against the wall.
Get you a Tempur-Pedic pillow and you roll that bitch up, right? You throw that bitch right here on your neck. And you're just like this the whole time. And you're like, let me find my... It's just, you make things work, bro. So I've been busy the past couple of days.
I'm proud of you.
Keep you busy. Fuck, I wish I didn't fucking stay up late at night, bro. I couldn't sleep. I've been struggling sleeping, so I'm on Twitter and I just see Dwight Howard trending. I was like, oh, let me read this. And I read this. I'm like, huh.
It was consensual, though.
That shout out to him because he was like, it wasn't forced. It was consensual or gay sex. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a bit better.
But no, I do like the Eagles. Good transition. Yeah. The Eagles look fucking great still, bro. Still, DeAndre Swift looks fucking elite, man. He looks elite. That fucking AJ Brown looks like the best wide receiver in fucking football right now. Yeah, they look good.
Dallas Goedert, balling.
Yeah, and then fucking Kansas City, bro. They are still rolling.
Fucking win.
Still rolling.
They don't really got much on the offensive side, but they fucking get shit done.
Kelsey had like 160 yards or some shit like that.
I might just take back what I said, and I said they need a wide receiver. Maybe they really don't. They fucking get shit done. And once they got Chris Jones back, that defense started rolling, dude. Mm-hmm. And god damn it, Chargers! Y'all keep on disappointing me every year. I'd be so excited to watch y'all play because of the offense, the defense, and it never fucking works out, man. It's so disappointing.
My brother brought up a good shout out to him. He's like, he just mentioned he was listening to us, but he asked me a question. It was pretty good. He said, "Is Justin Herbert Phillip Rivers?"
I think any quarterback that plays for the Chargers is like a Phillip Rivers because they got so much. The year that the Chargers had the number one offense, the number one defense, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs, I believe. Mm-hmm.
They've always had talent, bro.
They've got so much fucking talent, bro. And Austin Eckler, two-way running back. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams is out for the season. When you draft Quentin Johnson, he looks like a bust, dog. You don't fucking use him. And you got on the defensive side, bro, good corners, fucking good defensive linemen, a good safety in Derwin James, and it just never works, dude. And I think they might be one of the most disappointing teams in the decade.
In the decade.
Of the decade.
Wow. You
can't not be that talented, lose that many games.
They don't beat Dallas. Dallas is the most disappointing team in the last decade.
No, we've been known that. They've been the most disappointing teams for the past 20 years. I don't give a fuck if you're a Dallas fan, bro. Y'all need to shut that shit up every year. It's Dallas's year. It's America's team. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. We know Dak Prescott ain't doing shit. You might as well put Trey Lance in that bitch. Fucking get Ezekiel Elliott back. Y'all need to fucking shut up. God damn, y'all fucking piss me off, bro. y'all fans, y'all fucking annoying, bro. Y'all can't sit at the bar and just watch the game and shut up. Ooh, then y'all get mad right away. Y'all the most a hypocrite. God, fuck you guys. That's the end of my rant, bro. Fuck.
He said, "Fuck you."
What'd you say about Dallas? Nothing.
Big D. Look at that ass.
God damn, bro.
Shit, in your flights. They all wear Jordan flights.
the Jordan rings on. That's what they be wearing. God damn, bro. Fucking shit. Old ass. The only jersey y'all really proud of wear the fucking old ass jerseys from fucking Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman. Fucking
Emmett.
Emmett. That's the only jerseys I see. Y'all got Emmett. Bro, shut up. Fuck.
Did you see? Did you see Michael Irvin shout out his son? He's like, I got a son. He's a rapper. His name's Tut Tarantino. On live air, he shouted his son out. He grew up in a 20,000 square foot home, and he's rapping. He's rapping about what I went through. Academics played it on his stream.
Does he rap good at least?
He's like a drill rapper, bro. Like on a drill beat.
Talking about winning the streets and shit like that.
Bro, his videos are in the fucking trap and shit. No bullshit. It's funny.
I could imagine Michael.
Like, what you need to do is what John Moran needs to do. You need to go pick up a Glock, go catch a body. This is what you want to do. Go catch a body.
John Moran's the same way, bro. That dude's the
fucking... man, that shit is fucking funny, bro. He shouted out, my son, Tut Tarantino.
Tut Tarantino.
And all the comments on his video, the Tut Tarantino's videos like, damn, we gonna make it out the suburbs with this one.
Bro drove probably an hour to go to.
That's what they're saying, bro. It's funny as fuck though. Tut, I got a son. His name is Tut. Bro, shouted his son out.
I could just imagine him with this deep ass fucking raspy voice talking about. Oh man, that's funny as shit.
Fuck, bro. Nah, but fuck the Dallas Cowboys.
Fuck them boys.
Oh man, yeah. What a disappointing season they have, huh?
Yeah. God damn.
I fucking hate them, bro. No, I don't really got much for fucking football, man. I mean, basketball season starting. It's a good year for, like, a good time for sports. Literally, you got the World Series, you got basketball starting, and then you got NFL. I mean,
right, halfway through the season. Season opener. My son's, I mean, I'm probably going to watch the World Series. I am going to watch the World Series. Homies talking about, let's go out to eat. Bro, we got the World Series on. Wow. I'm a baseball fan now. What you talking about?
There we go.
Fuck.
Don't they play tomorrow or Friday? I think they play
Shout out Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, he's from here too. I think he went to school here.
Oh shit, hell yeah. I only know him because he was balling last night. I was like,
he's been struggling, bro. He was struggling.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like for the majority of the series. I think for the majority of playoffs, he's been struggling a little bit. And last night was his biggest game of the playoffs for sure.
Christian Walker struggled.
Bro, we got some dogs on there.
The dude, Marte. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Call me whatever y'all want.
Perdomo.
Judge a book by his cover. But after the game ended, he was on the camera and he said something in Spanish. I was like, I was like, what did brother say?
Who?
Marte. Yeah,
no, they're fucking like Puerto Rican or some shit.
Bro,
that Spanish is different.
Bro caught me off guard because he had that accent on him. I was like, what?
Yeah, you should hear them in the locker room, bro. They just play that shit over there.
It's so crazy how good chemistry they have, but like, it's such a big language barrier, like in baseball. But that's why I think I like baseball more for like team culture, because you even gotta like speak perfect, like the same language as each other. But they just build.
Baseball's weird, bro, because it'd be fat as fuck in baseball too. Like, I don't know. It's not crazy. Really a sport, you know?
Oh, wow. Jesus. Hey, you said it.
I think that's harder than preparing to get kicked in the head.
Walk it off.
Wow.
But hitting a baseball is like split second. Like.
Oh, yeah. So what about a punch or a kick? How fast do you think that is?
Slower than it's not 100 miles per hour.
I understand that, but understand the damage that's going to cause and what you gotta prepare for going into that.
I mean, if you don't have an iron chin, I guess you should be in that sport.
Oh,
that's of course, like physically wise, that is harder, but like just
Do you consider NASCAR a sport?
I think F1 is harder. I've seen F1 training because my brother's been watching the F1 Netflix series.
It's back on? There's a new season?
I don't know, but he's been heavily watching that
series.
He was like, I can get on there and talk about F1. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know.
It's fun, bro. It's interesting.
Is he?
It's dope.
Tell me about it.
No, you should watch
training
it, bro.
videos where they're like, and I was like, God damn, why does that shit look so hard?
I remember in high school, my junior and senior year, I went to this like private public school, and I was like, yeah, NASCAR's not a sport, and everybody fucking turned. Watch your mouth, boy. Watch your mouth, boy.
You not know where you are.
For real, that's what it fucking seemed like. You gotta be in shape. Okay, left turn, left turn, left turn, whatever.
The whole time.
I don't know.
F1, I do think is harder because you have to go fucking tracks. I've seen like slight turns and the fucking tire comes off. So I'm like, oh, you do have to be
in the show, bro. Somebody dies.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's in F2. Somebody dies. So there's
because F3, F2, and
F4. No, yeah. So typically, they race like let's say Saturday or Sunday or some shit like that, and then the races the day before are the F2 races and the
like
Formula 2 and
because it's slower, right? The speeds are slower. I believe so.
I think just the cars are different.
Oh, okay.
A little bit different. Because they're working with millions of dollars per. I'm not gonna say per car, but I think it is per car. Like cars are millions of dollars worth of equipment and fucking.
Especially they're sponsored by Benz, Ferrari.
Well, that they have to be because they need the money, and they're not sponsored. They're their parts. They're their engines. That's who's making them. So, I think Red Bull's Honda. And Red Bull,
I know. I just know.
Running shit.
All I know is Lewis Hamilton drives Mercedes. That's the only person I know. But he got suspended for some shit that popped up.
Really?
I don't know.
But I saw
it on IG.
But Red Bull's been I think there's 4 seasons or 3 seasons. Season 1 and 2, or if it's 4, season 1 and 2, Mercedes is fucking them up, fucking it up. Seasons 3 and 4, if there's 4, Red Bull is dominating. Red Bull's been dominating.
They're them.
Yeah, so it's dope, bro. I like my girl don't like it shit, but I like watching it because you see like there's billions of dollars out there, and
it's a rich man sport for sure.
That's what they talk about.
I think in Vegas it's like $1,000 just to be like in a balcony, but like to be in the crowd is like a couple racks. But I think the biggest expensive one is when you do the one in Europe, and people will like park their yachts and shit. Yeah. And they were, I guess, apparently,
I think it's called like Yacht Week when they go.
Is that what it is?
Something like that.
And I only know because of Cars 2 how they drove in that bitch. Anyway, but I guess they were making, because I guess Connor put his Lamborghini yacht in there, and I guess he was being like, oh, he's not that rich because it was a smaller yacht. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's how much money people just big ass yachts and chilling watching people race. Yeah,
these oligarchs, bro. These oligarchs that just have endless money.
I think I would want to go to that Europe one though. Not know anything, but just like I feel like it's such a vibe.
There's a bunch here. There's one in Miami. There's one in Vegas. There's one in Austin. They're dope, bro. I would like to go.
I would like to go.
And yeah, no, but it's expensive as fuck.
I can only imagine if the one in Vegas $1,000. Imagine, because I think one in Europe is like the biggest one. I think it's like Italy. I want to say it is.
There's a few in Europe. Yeah, it's dope. Check it out.
Yeah, I might have to watch that scene because my brother's been talking about. I was like, what the fuck? This dude watching car racing? I was, what is it? Fast and Furious?
It's for the family.
All for the family. He didn't lose. He lost because he didn't have his family.
There you go.
Me personally, you know what, bro? I'll be great at anything.
Except basketball.
Except basketball was my wrist, bro. Fuck, owie. All right, guys. You got anything, brother?
That's it, bro.
All right, guys. Just make sure whatever you guys do is consensual and do not be like Dwight Howard. I think what turned around for Dwight Howard is when he got posterized by Kobe. He just felt his ball sack on his head. He's like, you know what?
No, it was probably.
You know what?
Hey, you know what you should watch too? It's dope. You got Hulu?
Yeah.
Special Forces on Hulu.
Is it an anime?
No, Special Forces is where like these famous people go to like Special Forces training, go through that, and Dwight Howard's on the first season. It's good. I like it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I'd rather watch him on Man vs. Wild. See how it.
Did you see the one with Marshawn Lynch?
That dude's funny. Right here,
Get the blammer.
Why here won't give me some? What the fuck were they hunting? Wild boar or some shit? Oh, you see them right there? That dude's fucking hilarious. That dude's a
My dad
treasure.
saw him and he said he was kind of a dickhead.
What?
He saw him at Salt Bay
because he was a Cardinal fan,
and he tried to take a picture of him. I get it. He tried to take a picture of him. He was just at his table, and Marshawn Lynch was at the bar, and he takes a picture of him, and Marshawn Lynch grabs his phone and goes up to my dad like, yeah, just like that. But my dad didn't go up to him like, yeah. But I guess I get it. You don't want to just ask for a picture. I told my dad, I was like, why don't you just maybe ask nicely or something? He's like, well, I didn't want to ask him. But I guess I don't know. Could have handled it differently.
That's funny.
But no, I don't get nothing.
That's Marshawn Lynch for y'all. All right, y'all. That's episode 21. That's going to conclude everything. Yeah. Mainly a bunch of sports talks. Friday or Saturday when we record is going to be a little bit different. We're going to take a little turn of things. Yeah. We're going to have Dwight. All right. He's going to be sucking a dildo guys, there, right. Showing you guys how to suck cock. That's the end of the show right there. That's the end of the episode. We don't have enough space for Dwight Howard, unfortunately. But
or enough money.
Or enough money. We don't got the size for him. Anyways, but according to the documents, he did have 2 people there, so technically. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Hope you guys take care. Yep. Fuck the Cowboys. All right, guys. Later.
Take care, yo.